Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming to you today to talk to you about proper operation of two of the most widely used electric awnings in the industry. I'm also going to give you, towards the end of this, some tidbits of information about how to effectively clean your awnings, because I know a lot of you are having issues with that, and I'm going to give you the simple way of taking care of that. But let's get on to this electric awning. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have room to put the awning out, and of course you're just going to go ahead and push the button. Now you want to be careful when you're putting the awning out. If it was raining, you might have a lot of water under there, and that might be an issue. So now your awning is out all the way. Now, the electric awnings of today are nothing like the manual awnings of yesteryear. Obviously, in my opinion, I'm telling you, is the manual awning was a much more stable and more durable awning than the electric awnings of today. Now, once you have it out, you want to make sure that you have a slope on your awning in the event of rain. But the other more important thing you want to do is I highly recommend that you tie the ends down using cargo straps or get the awning straps and tie those down. The last thing you want to do is have a slight wind come through and throw this thing up on your roof. So, recommendation is tie them down, but the other thing is make sure that you have them sloped so the water runs off of the awning. Contrary to what some people might tell you, these shock struts that are on here are not going to collapse when water builds up on your awning. What it's going to do is it'll build up and then it's just going to rip your awning off of your RV. So recommendation, make sure this is loose, and then all you're going to do is pull down on this so you can see how it collapses. Now the next thing you want to check, make sure that your door is not hitting on the bottom of your awning there, because if that is, that's going to wear that. Now the nice thing, having it down this far, now you're able to get that strap on here and tie it down. Something else you're able to do with the awnings, let me show you on the other side here. So something else you can do for those of you that do not have the LED lights on your awning, some of you might have them right in this little channel that's on the awning tube, which might work for you. If for some reason you have the awning light that is up along the roof line underneath your awning, I know those are great bug collectors. So what you may want to do instead of having those on in the middle of the night or during the evening is just get yourself some lighting, and all you're going to do is on this side, so this is going to be the furthest one going towards the back of your camper, you're able to slide little hooks into this channel here. That way there you can hang lights. So you can get decorative lights, whatever you like, and you can just hang them from your awning. Nice thing by doing that at this end, now you don't have the bugs collecting up at the top. You can get maybe ones that are not as white or as colorful, maybe a yellow or some different lights that are not going to attract as many bugs. Another way to keep the bugs down is to have fans blowing under your awning area. That will keep them down. So that is on this particular style awning. Now let me show you how you would adjust the awning on the other electric awning. Now you can see a little bit more clear that on this particular awning it is more straight out. You have really no incline or decline on the awning, and that could be create a particular problem for those of you in the event that it rains. Now again, contrary to what you might hear out there, these shock struts that are on here are not there to go ahead and collapse when the water fills up on there. So don't believe that. Don't be one of the ones that are saying after the fact you should have listened to what I told you. Now these are a little bit easier to utilize because all you have is you have just a little point here, and all you're going to do is you see how that adjusts. You do this on this end as well as on this end. Now you can see you have a slope, so it's not going to go ahead and have the water building up on top of that awning. The nice thing about this particular kind of awning is there's no adjustments needed when you go to bring the awning in. Now keep one thing in mind, when you're putting these awnings away, make sure that you have it, that you have it retracting, not extending. Some of these do not have a stop at the end, and so what will happen is you can roll this awning up backwards or in reverse, meaning you would see the white underside of the awning instead of the dark fabric that's on the exterior. Now let's go back to the other awning and explain a couple things. Okay, so now on this particular style awning, before you would put it away, you're going to want to loosen this and let it extend back up. On the other ones, you do not need to do that, but when you have this style, it is highly recommended you do that, otherwise you will have something bend or break. So you do that on both sides, and it'll extend back up there. Now I talked to you about, for those of you, and I don't know how well you could see this, but this awning is in pretty bad shape. And to clean it, now the recommended cleaner that I talk about, you don't need the awning cleaner, you don't need the black streak remover. If you buy Reliable will clean this awning. And the way you do it, just like you're cleaning your car, you're going to put some in a bucket with some water, you get one of those extendable brushes, and you're going to clean up underneath here first with that, scrub it. Then next you're going to take a plastic sprayer bottle with 100% of the Reliable in that, and what you're going to want to do is spray it on the underside all the way across this thing, and then close your awning. Let it sit there for a good half hour to an hour, bring it back out, get your bucket with the Reliable solution in it, brush it one more time. You will be amazed at how well that does clean. So now putting them away, again, it's just a matter of pushing the button to put them back in, and you're back in business. So hopefully you found this information helpful to you. And for more information on any RV, or if you have any questions on any particular systems, by all means do reach out to me. I appreciate you watching, and we'll be coming back at you again soon.